Hey everyone, so I was having a lot of fun with the team that I stole from the #1 player, the one with the spec Zapdos. However, I found myself missing Hurricane quite a lot, and it was costing me a lot of games, so I decided to make a more accurate version of the team. We kept the Regenerator core, however, all the breakers have 100% accurate moves. Mega Latios doesn't miss, and Ursaluna doesn't miss, so we'll see how this does for us. It went very well during testing. We do have Mega Lati for the Zard Y here too, which is very great. I think they lead off with Hisui and Samurott, so let's lead you. I think I'll go right for U-turn. If they're Scarfed, I can live anything. They are Scarfed, and they take Rocky Helmet damage, so good to know. They actually brought out Hatterene, which... Oh, never mind, it's ejecting. Well, I'm just going to go U. And I think just go right for Roost is the correct play. What are you doing here? Why did you stay in? Overheat. Yeah, I think I'm good, actually. Should I Aura Sphere here, predicting the... No, I have to Roost to live this later. I was going to predict this, but it's just not worth it. Let's go U on the Ceaseless Edge. If they allow me to get in Landers here, like, do you go Golden Go when... Are you really Scarfed? No, you're not. You're just pivoting. Okay, that's fine. Do you double again, though, is the thing? No, you don't. It's tricky because I have to Roost. There's just not an option. Clicks Weather Ball again. I'm going to Aura Sphere here and catch it. Nice. I don't want that thing coming in anymore. No more hazards. I don't think I'm going to get a defog off. And the other tricky thing is I can't switch in Lati to Charizard very well right now. However, I think this might be Choice Scarf, and I can spam Shadow Ball now with my own. I do need this Mon. Would they go for Choice Scarf Shadow Ball when there's an Ursaluna? I don't think so. I'm going to assume... well, you would stay in against Landorus if you're a Choice Scarf, right? That's so annoying that they got this bit of a drop. I could just Chili right now. It might be Z-move. I forget it. I'm going to go to Ursaluna. They click Focus Blast. Yeah, okay, so they're not locked in at all. I'll just let them knock me out. As we're able to get rid of the Hatterene for some reason there. I don't know why. And at this point, I believe the correct play is just to sack this and then go Lati. Ancient Power, yeah, no, not happening. Get me out of that. I wish I had Power Gem on my one guy. Weather Ball is there. I don't have a ton of Roosts left. Maybe I just have to attack. Does enough. As they switch out into Crest. So I can come in on Zard one more time, which is cool. Right here, I think I just pivot through Glowking. Or I go Golden Go and try to Trick. Because I think it might be... Oh, it's not Calm Mind. Perfect. So I just click Shadow Balls. Eject. Wait, but Zard dies from 41, right? Golden Go's not that weak. Charizard. Maybe it is bulky enough. 39 to 47. Dude, that's a roll I'm getting right now. Come on. Okay, we get the crit. But it was a roll super in my favor anyway, so... Superior is here. I don't think Superior can win necessarily. So I just go for Shadow Ball. And then... I'm a bit worried about Cress in the end. But we have Toxic Aloe. So let's go ahead and Shadow Ball again. If this kills, we're good. They're going to live on a roll here because that's how Pokemon goes. Or not. Never mind. GG. We have a full Trick Room team. I don't think that crit was the biggest deal ever. I kind of had to go for the Shadow Ball because, yes, I could have gone Lati, but if they Roost, I might have lost long term to Zard Y. They have like the Cresselia to pivot, and Zard was basically going to break my entire team because Lati couldn't heal anymore. This team, I just have to get an Ursaluna in outside of Trick Room, and hopefully we'll be fine. They're going to lead off with the P2, right? So don't I just lead Golden Go and Trick? I don't really want my Golden Go's item, I'm going to be honest. Well, do I go for Scarf Focus Blast? This is probably going to be like a Specs Eruption variant if I had to anticipate. We actually land it. Okay, crazy. So their Eruption still does so much on 29%. It is Specs for sure. However, now I just get to go... I don't want Lando taking damage necessarily. I think they're going out into Alolan Marowak, right? That would be the play that makes sense to me. So I want to go Landorus, but I also don't want to just, you know, sack this for no reason. I think I'll go Landorus. As they go P2, that's fine. I would click Rocks, but there's a Hatterene there. I'm really expecting Trick Room this turn, though. They do go Hatterene. We do have defog on the set, thankfully, so it's not the end of the world. That's why I like this double defog, or like, you know, defog and rocks. You can just make up for stuff like that too. So do you Healing Wish here into Heatran? I don't know. Goes for Psy Noise, so they're just wasting their turns, which is fine. Let's Chili here. We have Protect on Alomomola, which makes Trick Room a lot easier to beat. Why did I outspeed? I guess I'm faster? I don't know. Let's go Alo. They did Healing Wish, so this is fine, because yes, they're going to keep the Healing Wish for later, but I just have to remember that, and it'll be okay. And nobody even breaks Alomomola on their team. Maybe Mega Heracross Bullet Seed is what they're going to go for. I don't want this subbing or anything. 2 Trick Room turns. Like, I could Protect, however, sub could be really bad. I think you always Bullet Seed, though. So I'm going to go for the Protect. Knock off. Okay, so do not have Bullet Seed. I do like my Rocky Helmet. Maybe I just go hard Landorus this turn and get my rocks up. Goes P2. I'm sure they have Ice Beam. Do I want to take an Ice Beam to get rocks up? Kind of, but also not really. I'll do it though. It's probably worth it. There's the Ice Beam. Okay, so now they're going to Trick Room. I'll just U-turn. If you want to go Helmet Slowbro to KO me, that's fine. But I think you Trick Room this turn. Maybe I shouldn't do that. The U-turn ship isn't going to matter a lot. I'll just try to U-turn though. It's fine. Into who? Like, Alomomola is not a bad play. I kind of want to go Ursaluna here and throw off a Headlong Rush. However, I think that's also wrong. Let's go Lottie. And then I think I want to double around here. So I'm going to go hard Galarian. They might just teleport, actually. I'll throw off Luster Purge. Ice Beam. Okay, so I should have switched. No freeze is good. So now I roost back up to full. This might be the teleport turn. They're just wasting their own turns. And if I start getting Spit F drops, dude, this is scary for them. So they teleport here. Yeah, but they have 1 Trick Room turn to take advantage of. So I don't know how much that really matters. Okay, I see what I do. I sack off my Landorus and go Ursaluna, right? I guess I could go Alomomola and flip turn too and keep Landorus in the back to intimidate the Heracross. Kind of like that idea. Flare Blitz isn't that big of a deal. Let's flip turn here. If they want a Poltergeist, yes, it'll hurt, but I will live it, and we can get an Ursaluna here. There we go. And it's time to start Headlong Rushing, because there is no counter. Heracross will take a bit. I don't even know if Heracross is faster than me outside of Trick Room. Like, in theory on this team, you would be minned out, right? At 139 speed. That's what I would guess. I mean, I really don't know. They don't have to be. P2 can't come in. Slowbro can probably tank it. So, okay, out comes Heatran, which gets the Healing Wish. This is obviously problematic. However, this is probably where I just sack off the Lando. Goes right for Eruption. And we can go Lottie here. Throw off Aura Sphere. It's probably Slowbro. If I had Draco here, the game would be over. However, I don't. So, yeah, like Draco would literally kill this turn, and I don't have it. So, it's fine. Let's go for Luster Purge. I think we're still okay, hopefully. No Spit F drops. Not even 1 is unfortunate. So it gets in P2 and gets Spit F drop that turn. Not complaining about that. Let's go for Aura Sphere here. Actually, I don't want them going out into Heracross, so let's go for Luster Purge again. If they heal, they're taking too much damage anyway. Yeah, like, they're not netting health. And I get another Spit F drop, so they're finally coming through. Goes for the Ice Beam, no freeze, we knock that out. And basically, I gotta get an Ursaluna once the Trick Room's gone. And we should be good. So if Heracross comes in, I might just sack off my Golden Go, but also Golden Go wins with Shadow Ball, so I'm not even sure that's a good idea. I think I'll just pivot through you. They do actually click Eruption, surprisingly. I didn't think that was the play there. Okay, well, I'll just try to Chili. And then we go Lottie here. I think I always Luster Purge first. Just because it'll do damage to this that I need, and I don't want Slowbro coming in for completely free. If I Luster Purge, I might be able to deal with this mon a bit better. It's probably a roll. Throw off our last one. As they go back to Heatran, so this thing is getting really low, to the point where it's not a threat anymore, honestly. And then I just Aura Sphere here. So Trick Room this turn, right? I think I'll just roost back up to full. And then we'll click Mystical Fire, hoping that they try to go Heracross. Maybe they go back to Heatran, however. They just teleport into Heracross. Okay. So this is a bit problematic, I guess. How do I not lose? That KO'd me. 2 turns. Okay, who do I need to keep in the end? Probably Ursaluna. But I don't know if I live a Heatran hit. If I do, though, I win. So let's go Golden Go here. Lottie can probably take 1 knockoff, so maybe I can keep both and be fine. Yeah, there we go. I think we're good now. Even though that was really scary. Because I think I actually switch out. And now we go Ursaluna. I should be faster. You're minned out on this team, right? Surely, come on. There's no way you have speed investment on a team with Trick Room. So I'm just going to throw off Facade and assume that I'm faster. If you're faster than me right now, then you know what? You played me and you literally outsped me outside of Trick Room with your Trick Room team. But I have every reason to believe I'm faster, so I'm going to, go off that. The question is, can Ursaluna take a Specs move from Heatran? I think it does. Like, Fire Blast might hurt. Flash Cannon, I probably live. We do have some HP investment on this Ursaluna, so maybe Mega Heracross just tanks this and I'm going to lose. I don't think so, though. It's Ursaluna. The other assumption I'm making here is that this Okos, but it does, right? Ursaluna. Maybe I misplayed this game and I should have not played so safe, but I think the way I played it, I do win. Oh, it dies. Like, even if I put max HP in. 96 minimum. So I just got to outspeed. That's all it takes. They're trying to figure out a way out of this, but there isn't. Because you can sack the Slowbro. I think it comes down to whether Heatran can knock me out. Oh, they sacked Heatran. Yeah, the game's over. Never mind. You needed to keep Heatran. Because now, yeah, you try to get up Trick Room again, but you can't in front of this mon. So goes Heracross. I'm still going off the assumption that I'm faster. And I am. There we go. That's it. So thankfully that didn't cost us the game. We have another game. I'm glad I have the speed investment on Ursaluna for the Corviknight. We can maybe knock that out with +2 Fire Punch. Kyurem, if it's a Dragon Dance, is a massive threat to this team. I mean, it's a massive threat either way. Like, the special set with Freeze Dry is very problematic. However, Golden Go plus Gloking kind of mitigates that threat. I don't want to lead badly into it, so what I'm going to do is lead Golden Go. Well, this sucks. I guess I go Lottie, but they could just U-turn and then Pursuit Trap me with T-Tar. I kind of think I just have to stay in. But then I also get Pursuit Trapped. I'm just going to hit this. Okay, goes Clodsire. That's not problematic. I'm just going to go Ursaluna on the hazards and then SD and Fire Punch the one guy. Oh, okay. Well, the match just got scary. I'm going to use Gloking as the first pivot. See what this is. If it's sub, it might just 6-0. Like, Kyurem is the one X-Factor mon to this team that it kind of just doesn't deal with. We don't have Draco on Lottie, unfortunately. So throws off Ice Beam. It's not Specs. I think Specs would have done more, right? Slowking Galar. I mean, Galarian Slowking's broken, so I don't know. But I'd like to think that... Oh, maybe it is. They did... How much? 31? No, it's not Specs. Okay. I'll just Chili. I don't think they want to stay in here, right? It's annoying if they sub, is the one thing. However, I don't want to get Pursuit Trapped. So outcome is Ogerpon. This allows me to go out into Latios. I think I'll just throw off an Aura Sphere. I really don't think you want to stay in with this. Don't you go T-Tar here? Or Hatterene? Yeah, Hatterene's a good pivot. Just to scout. If T-Tar has Pursuit, I just lose this. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. I'll try to put on pressure with Ursaluna. It's kind of all I can do in this game. So it goes for Mystical Fire. Yeah, we just got to SD, KO the Corviknight, and then start headlong rushing. You never stay in here, right? I mean, I can always wish this back, but... Okay, there's Corviknight. I'm not predicting, I'm just fire punching. Maybe they go hard Kyurem. Maybe they have speed investment, which would suck, but I don't think you do. They actually go hard T-Tar. Wow. Nobody ever does that. Don't pursue me, please. I gotta get this wish up and get my Ursaluna back to full. So that way I have a chance. There we go. Crit to the knockoff, so Stone Edge KOs now, meaning I have to go Lando and keep this alive. That would have been a free wish, but so be it. I think you go for Stone Edge here. Luckily, T-Tar is very low, so that this pursuit trapping threat is not going to be as big of a problem later, which is going to go a long way. It also makes it so it's in range of Lottie or Sphere, so I really can just Luster Purge every time now and not have to think about it. I would love to get up rocks, but... Oh, are you KOing me with that? Yeah. That's why the crit's so bad, dude. I would have been completely fine, and now I can't heal my Ursaluna anymore. Let's go Landorus, and... I mean, I'll just U-turn. I think I just lose. Should I just forfeit? No, we'll play it out. Maybe I can do something here with Trick Golden Go. If I can trick the Clodsire and get some plays right with Ursaluna, it's not over. So it goes Hatterene. Allows me to get an Ursaluna again. We're going to SD again, predicting the Corviknight. If they go Kyurem or something, then you know what? I'm going to regret not facading, but I think they're going to go Corviknight. There we go. So T-Tar is still here. I'm just going to Fire Punch. They disconnect. Honestly, like... Yes, I want to see how this plays out, but also I'm in such a bad spot. I don't know if I would be complaining very much if they didn't come back. I shouldn't be in such a bad spot is the thing. Like, that knockoff crit doing 64 made it so my Alomomola just died, and that was a centerpiece to my team in this matchup, so... Yeah, I'll, go ahead and cut, and if they come back, we'll go ahead and continue playing it out. Okay, so they're back, and they did go ahead and click the T-Tar button again. I'll go Lando. They're going to keep this as a sack to Ursaluna later, so I might as well U-turn here. Yeah, there's no point in not U-turning. But how do I win the game? That's the question. With T-Tar low, there is a good chance, but like I think the Kyurem might be Scarfed, is what it looks like. So that I can take advantage of that. So it goes ahead and brings out Kyurem right now. I'm just going to go U. Could have gotten up rocks there, but they have a Defogger anyway. Let's click Chili here. Find out if they want to Scarf themselves into an attack that I can just take advantage of. This Pursuit T-Tar, man. It being on 3% is still such a threat. Like, it could easily trap either of my other guys. Well, not Golden Go. So they throw off Ice Beam. I think they're Choice Scarf into it, I'm going to be honest. So let's go Golden Go. I'm going to make a play. I'm going to double into Ursaluna, predicting the Clodsire. There we go. Okay, so we get that right. SD up here. Maybe they stay in. Maybe they just go hard T-Tar. That would actually be not a bad idea. But I'll SD. They've gone Corviknight every time. I think they want to do that again. They do go hard T-Tar. I thought about it too. Just Pursuit, man. That's all I can ask for. There we go. So it's a double down. I'll take it. At least the T-Tar is gone. However, how do I win from here? I think I'm going to try to get in Lottie this turn. Lottie doesn't really have a bad matchup into most mons. I can Mystical Fire that. Kyurem, like, it's very clearly Choice Scarfed based on how they're playing it. Ogerpon is a very big threat. However, like, if I can just weaken the Clodsire, we're going to be in such a good spot. So let's go Slowking. They might Earth Power this time. However, it will allow me to double into Lottie. So throws off Ice Beam. I think I'll just Sludge Bomb. Or I Chili out. I think I actually Chili out here into Golden Go. And then double into Lottie on the Clodsire. Actually, no, double into Lando. Okay, it ends up being Ogerpon, so Lottie would have been a much better situation. Let's go Lottie now. It's my biggest threat, so we'll see how it works out. Goes for Cudgel, so not that big of a deal. Throw off Luster Purge here. Start weakening this Hatterene. That's going to be really important. Because if I can get up rocks, that would actually go a long way. Kind of want a Mystical Fire. I don't know if they're doing too much to me. But I can't. It's just too risky. Let's go Slowking on potentially Draining Kiss. Goes for Mystical Fire predicting Golden Go. So my Mystical Fire would have been a great play there. However, I was kind of scared. It's Chili out here. Predicting maybe Clodsire to come in is what I'm thinking. Is there Corviknight not Defog? Goes for Psynoise. Does that actually... I think it blocked my heal. I'm going to go U. Double in Lando. Yeah, just Shadow Ball. Let's just Shadow Ball. Goes Clodsire. Okay, so we go Landorus on that. If I trick, I lose anyway because I don't have speed control for anything, so not worth it. Is there a chance I bring this back? I don't know. I mean, I go Lando here as they double in Ogerpon. Okay. Let's go Lottie and try to roost it up then. I think next time it's Lottie versus Hatterene, I'm just going to Mystical Fire it down. Oh, wait, what are you KOing me with, though? Do you have a move to do that? Because otherwise you're risking a lot here. Hold up, I don't know about this, man. Ivy Cudgel doesn't KO. You never sack this, right? Like, I'm going to roost, predicting the Hatterene to come in. And if you stay in, then yeah, okay, so we get in on the Hatterene. I'm going to Mystical Fire it now. Hopefully lower its attack enough to where it's not as big of a threat. And then roost up again. Even if it means it gets back up to full, I just gotta, like, get my Lottie healthy. So it goes for Psychic Noise. I can't heal, unfortunately. However, they're taking a lot of damage to the point where it's getting a bit scary for them. My Gulking did get Regenerator, so we do get that. Let's go Slowking here. Doubles in Kyurem, which is fine, because I just get a free pivot. I could also try to Thunder Wave. As we actually dodge a Draco and get the Thunder Wave off. Okay, this is slowly turning around. Let's Chilly out here. There might be a chance we actually win after all of that. I might still have to win a speed tie. They get full parried that time. Okay. I mean, my biggest centerpiece got crit, and that put me in this spot, so I'm not complaining right now. Let's go ahead and Shadow Ball on the Clodsire. I think this might be where I get in. They might have Earthquake. I really don't know. But they have to recover here, right? Doubles an Ogerpon, which doesn't KO me from this range, so I'm just going to Sludge Bomb. I mean, you Horn Leech, but you're dead, so no more Ogerpon. Okay. Step number 1 to not losing. There we go. I think we win. They don't deal with Slowking, especially if they're not Earthquake Clodsire. I don't know if they are or not. But I can easily beat that using a few other things on my team. Goes Hatterene. Yeah, and they forfeit. I guess that's why you don't forfeit games, because they can just turn around that fast. But let's see if we can beat this Mega Beedrill team. I don't think Gholdengo Mega Drain actually OHKOs Mega Beedrill, which is unfortunate. However, like, Landorus is a very okay lead into that. Although I don't do anything. I'm just going to U-turn and then get Rocky Helmet chipped. So I will actually lead Gholdengo. Ends up being Rotom. I mean, I could trick this and kind of make its role not as irrelevant here. I could go for Shadow Ball, but if they Volt into Pursuit Tar, that's just scary. The problem is, like, Lottie is my switch-in, but they might also T-Wave. I'm just going to weaken it. Okay, goes for Volt. We are able to do that. Hopefully they expect me to not be locked in, and I can just get out of here safely without getting killed by Pursuit T-Tar. I think they probably know that I'm locked in, though. Especially if they're locked in, because that'll give them a lot more information. I'm assuming they might be in the calc right now, checking how much damage I was doing. Are you Pursuit? Is that what's happening right now? I'm just going to try to get in my Lando. You're not Pursuit. Don't Ice Beam me. Come on. Gets up rocks. That's okay. We defog here on the Corviknight. Ends up being Rotom. Which, unless it's Choice Scarf, which... Who's faster, Gholdengo or Rotom Wash? Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash is faster, so unless you were Modest Scarf, which would be the one bad scenario here, I'm fine. They were Scarfed. Okay, well. Yeah, that happened. I'm just going to Aura Sphere now. Yeah, that was a complete throw. So they were Modest Scarf the entire time, which is why my Gholdengo outsped. I should have scouted for that, but I was so confident they weren't. They did take a lot from the Shadow Ball, though, so there was a potential for them to be offensive. Yeah, not the best situation for me there, I'm going to be honest, but we got rewarded for being bad, so I'll take it, I guess. Not really a deserving hacks, but it's Hydro Pump. Like, there's a reason Bundle is, you know, one of the scariest mons to use. Imagine if Bundle got Surf. I mean, it's Ubers anyway, so it wouldn't matter. But I was thinking about, like, draft. I clicked Aura Sphere, right? Yeah, enjoy that 52. I don't know if they're Pursuit. They would have probably clicked it earlier. So, this is fine. I U-turn. I guess, like, I could switch, but maybe Rocks is the correct play. No, I U-turn. They take Helmet, and then that guarantees them in range of the Golden Go Make It Rain. I think they might go Hatterene is the hope, but they actually end up going out into Rotom. I feel bad. I don't really deserve to be in this spot, but I am. Let's go ahead and get our Guts activated. Garchomp, if it comes in, I Facade. I might go Corviknight. I think Mega Beedrill U-turn is the most likely play. But against that, I'll just go Landorus again. There's no point in staying in to take that hit. Out comes Corvi. Do I just Fire Punch it once? I think I'll go for damage, as, okay, they're bulking up, so... I have a couple things I can do about this. I can go Lottie and start spamming Mystical Fire, which is, I think, what I want to do. Worst case, I'll go for a Luster Purge Spit after drop later, but... Let's go ahead and do our very heavy amount of damage. Yeah, way too much. They are very attack invested. Oh no, they're just +1. Never mind. I wonder if their Mega Beedrill has Pursuit. That would be funny. They do. Okay, well, very cool. I really didn't think that would happen, but it did. So, yeah, good play, I guess. Let's go U and U-turn again. So with that thing being dead, it means my Golden Go is way more important. I gotta start Shadow Balling stuff. Right here, I just go Ursaluna. It's a no-brainer. Go right for Facade. So it's Rocky Helmet Bulk Up, huh? Pursuit is actually really cool. I knew it got that. I just never see it. Like, that's the first time I've ever run into Pursuit Mega Beedrill on the ladder. So I'm curious what they want to do. Like, do you sack Hat? Do you go sack T-Tar? Do you go hard Corviknight hoping it lives? I don't know if it does. I'm just going to click Facade because it's the best all-around play. So we get rid of Hatterene. Who outsped? The Corviknight or my... Okay, their Corviknight's faster than my Ursaluna, which is good to know. Fire Punch when they were at +1 did 42, so... Does around 63 to 64 unboosted. I could stay in and spam. I could even Headlong Rush spam if I really wanted to. So he goes ahead and gets chipped even more. It's looking really scary for them into Shadow Ball. Alomomola might have to come through against Garchomp later, however... Like, I'm just going to click this and then go hard Golden Go and Trick. Yeah, you're enjoying this Choice Scarf and you're going to like it. Or I could just Shadow Ball. I don't know if they can hit me at all. Gets crit and roosts up. What do you have? Are you Power Trip last move? Surely not. You're not that set, right? If I wall them, I think it's over. I mean, I'm getting pressure stalled, but they only have so many roosts. Like, they're already down 3. Hey guys, remember when my Landorus died and then didn't? Because I'm lucky and didn't scout. That was so bad. I was literally thinking this has to be Modest Scarf, right? And for some reason, I decided to make the misplay anyway. So down to 43 again. Really good. Goes Garchomp. Okay, so I'm just going to go Landorus to Intimidate. Honestly, I think they're going to SD at this point. Should I just Shadow Ball here? That would be a throw if I let Corviknight do anything. They do SD. Like, it was obvious, but also... I don't think we're ever going to lose to this, right? There's Scale Shot, but Alomomola eats this forever. Life Orb is scary, though. I'll say that. Yeah, I gotta sack some Mons, but it's gonna... We're gonna 1v1 it, and then I think win with the last 2. Or maybe I threw. I don't know. Let's protect here. I get some more Toxic off. I think G-King is useless, so we sack that off. They are at +1, so I gotta go U. How much did Life Orb BQ do at +1? Not a lot. I think I'll throw off Wish, predicting the SD, and then we'll protect. Goes Corviknight. I mean, we know I wall this with somebody in the back, so I'm not too concerned about it. Alright, have fun switching into Shadow Ball again. Do you go T-Tar? No, you just stay in. But, like, you're down to 3 roosts. I'll go Alomomola predicting T-Tar. Yeah, I was about to say. I have to there. So now I flip turn. If they let me weaken this, Shadow Ball is going to instantly win, so I don't think they can do that. Golden Go is faster than Beedrill, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. I was a bit concerned. So let's go Golden Go here. Throw off the Make It Rain. Maybe they go Corviknight. but that just, delays the inevitable. Alamamola can probably solo the game on its own here, but I just need Golden Go to beat the Corviknight is the idea. A lot of long games in this video, wow. So they're down a lot of roosts, so I just go Alamamola and flip turn again. I really don't want to throw this, but I don't know if I can. Unless they show Pursuit on T-Tar later. That's the one way. So who do you break with here? Like, nobody can come in. Corviknight's down to 16. I know I'm down him on, but it's looking a bit over. More than a bit over. Goes T-Tar. They're going for it. I just flip turn, and if I get this flip turn off, I think we're good to go. With Shadow Ball right after. In fact, I don't think I know. And they go ahead and forfeit. Nice. So we'll go ahead and get one more game. Okay, this will be it right here. We have a Hisui and Samurott team. Really scary Pokemon into mine, however. Ends up being a Zapdos lead. Really not what I wanted to see. I hope they don't go for Volt Switch, because I'm going to try to get in Slowking. It might be Specs Hurricane. I'm just going to Chili, because I think they're going to try to go out into Hisui and Samurott. Yeah. And this allows me to get in Landorus again. Find out whether it's Choice Scarf. That's going to be really important. I kind of wish they hit the Hurricane, because then I would know whether it was Specs Zapdos or not. Out comes Garchomp. I kind of just want to Earthquake Garchomp. Is that weird? No, I don't think it is. Yeah. Then we'll go out into Fish. Goes out into this. Okay, good pivot. I'll definitely acknowledge that. And then we'll flip turn into our guy. Put on the pressure here with Facade. I could predict Scizor, but I really don't think that's even smart. They could go Zamazenta, and then I'll do nothing with Fire Punch. So Zapdos is probably dead. It eats that up. Wow. I mean, I know I can tank this hit, but do I just want to go as... I guess I'll tank it. Okay, so we double down there, but I got rid of Zapdos, so I can spam Earthquake, and it makes... it really just Landorus is life more easier. Let's go... How much did Flip Turn do from the guy? Was that -1? -1 did 33. I think they might be banded. I want to check just because it's important here. So, like... It was Flip Turn, right? Is that already on the set? No, it's not. Flip Turn. So that's how much Max Attack Flip Turn does. So at -1. Wait, it's not Max Attack. But I think they are Choice Banded. Yeah, it's Choice Banded Samurott. Wait, no, it's not Choice Banded Samurott. They did 33. Yeah, okay. Ignore me. Let's go Alamamola here. This is all good. I mean, I have Defog on my one guy. I'll just Toxic and then Wish. Perfect. This is just a... If they show Ice Beam here, I'm super dead on Lando, but I think I have to try to get it in. Okay, no Ice Beam. Allows me to get rid of all the hazards. Goodbye. This is a bit scary. I'll admit that. Goes right for SD. Yeah, I don't like that. They're going to Roost, though, right? So I'm going to go Lottie. Hello? Game? Okay, and we can Mystical Fire here. I live +2 BP every time, so as long as this is at full, we're never going to lose to that thing. It's a scary mon, though. I'll say that. Let's go U. Try to get up the rocks again, I guess. They want to do the same, so I just Earthquake it and let it knock me out. Go U and Luster. I guess I can just Mystical Fire to do something. Or Aura Sphere. No, I just Luster Purge. Forget it. Knock that out. There we go. It's looking good, but I'm worried about SD Mega Scizor. Let's throw off Future Sight here. Kind of want a T-Wave, but also I don't think there's a real reason to. They T-Wave. But I can bring this out now. And I think just start clicking Shadow Ball is the idea. What if there's Scarfed Hisui and Samurott? That's faster than me, right? What if I make it rain here? They have Flamethrower. Okay, so that's their coverage. I think I might lose to the SD Mega Scizor, unfortunately, is how this goes. Let's go Fish. Flip turn out. Goes ahead and knocks me off, but I get to bring in Lottie here for another attack. So SD Roost to knock off Bullet Punch. That's the set. We always Roost. I have to be at full, otherwise I'm losing to SD later. No more Rocky Helmet means this is my only counter to that. So Let's not throw here and get T-waved because I would instantly lose to Mega Scizor. That would be like the worst thing ever. Let's go U. I think at this point I will just Shadow Ball. Future Sight goes off of this turn, huh? Yeah, this one's going to be a loss. But we'll see whether we can make something happen. They go hard Scizor, interestingly, so this thing can't roost in front of me right now. Goes for the BP chip, but hold on. Is that a throw? You crunch here, right? I guess if you're sub, you still win. I don't know if you're sub, though. Wait. I'm just going to wish. Protect. I think I might actually win. So regenerate back up to full. I guess like the one guy, Hisui and Samurot's scary, but it's on a timer. I don't get my Sludge Bomb off, which sucks. Let's go for Sludge Bomb here. Okay, so we got our chip off. Doesn't do a lot, but I can go Alo now. I gotta keep this, so you know, that's happening. Throw up a wish here. Goes out into this. Just pivot in you. Future Sights, okay, so I guess I'll T-Wave just to, you know, make this a bit easier. I think I actually win after all that, which is funny. So my Slowking went first, unfortunately. Goes for Flamethrower, and thankfully Alamumble is broken, so it doesn't even matter. Let's go back to you. Throw off Future Sight. We're getting lucky with the Paras, which is nice too. Future Sight's there. Flip turn out here. They're just staying in with this Mon forever. It's like really obnoxious, but as long as I'm healthy, we're okay. You know, I'll just start Sludge Bombing. Forget it. I want to pass a wish to my Lottie ideally, but I can't in front of this. So go Zon dies. Nice. I think that might be it. Yeah, there we go. We go ahead and win after all that. Wow, that was looking really bad, but we end up at 1750. I believe we won all 5 games, so this team did exactly what I wanted it to. The accurate wall breakers just make it so much better. I think the Ursaluna Facade into Zapdos the second time might have been a bit too aggressive. Had I kept Ursaluna, this game might have been way easier. I could bring it in on stuff like Slowking the entire time, however. It still worked out. We used our regen core to break down the team at the end, and yeah, that's going to be that. So I did hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, definitely consider subscribing. I'll see you next time. Later.